Good evening, and welcome to the story of The Legacy. It's a first-time ever event in the history of country club experiences. Now, I was there as it happened, and tonight you'll go behind the scenes to see every step in the development of The Legacy. You'll be there for the very spark of creation. You'll see the heat and stress of negotiation and deal-making. You'll see the dust and grit of construction. And of course, you'll see the celebration of completion. During the summer of 2007, the Senior Golf Managing Board decided to consider the idea of enhancing the beauty and the playability of Four Bridges. So they set about looking for an idea that would make this great facility even more attractive and useful for the years to follow. It was to be their legacy, a monument for the senior board volunteers that would follow in the years ahead.
I'm just overwhelmed by the idea. I think it adds such another dimension to the club membership here. If we had thought of this 5 years ago, we'd have twice the number of members in the club.
The 2007 senior board members met at the famous Moonwood Resort and Country Club to prepare the plans. It was an important event, so past presidents of the senior board were also invited. It had been quite a while since the past presidents and the board members had come together as a group, and they seemed most pleased to see one another again.
Who wants an umbrella?
Now, much club business had transpired over the years, and they had many, many things to talk about.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
It wasn't long before the excitement of meeting one another caused them to move the celebration outdoors. Now they could really get down to serious work on just what this legacy was to be. They thought and thought and thought, and then a creative breakthrough. And minute after minute after minute of brainstorming, the better ideas began to surface.
And I think we should widen the creek on before number 2.
All the way left across the
Great idea.
Stone wall on 2, along with widening that creek.
There's the lake in front of 5, twice as big.
But you know that wall on number 2, I talked to my wife Joyce, and she thinks that wall's 30 foot tall anyway. I think we just ought to take it right on up.
I like the course the way it is, but it's a tad too humid.
What if we built some mountains around the course?
How to get the atmosphere.
Yeah, well, if we're going to build a backdrop, we need photographs of the Arizona courses, you know? What are the names?
Once we get these pictures, what are we going to do with
We'd
them?
have to figure out a way of bringing that environment here.
What if we erected large billboards with these pictures on?
Great idea.
This is a great legacy for our course, because all we've got now is houses.
Oh yes, something from the romantic Southwest. Something that now and then could give this Southern Ohio golf course a whole new look. If this was the plan, a lot of phone calls had to be made and a lot of work had to be done. Where would such pictures go? Here? 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 Many of the senior members were retired managers, and they knew an important fact of life. A successful project requires that you involve all your key people and be sure they understand and be sure they agree to the task at hand.
Kenny, what are you doing down there?
Oh, nothing.
you guys doing out here?
You don't know. We're just looking at stuff out here, Joyce.
Just in our backyard?
Well, kind of in our backyard. You know, I think it'd look good in this area.
What's gonna look good in this area?
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. You're really gonna like it.
This is such a big deal and such a big thing. Why don't you do it elsewhere? Not in our little backyard here. Why don't you do it over there? Have you talked to Tom about this?
Well, anyway, a lot of people will like this once they see how good it looks. They had to take action. The success of the legacy depended upon the cooperation of all homeowners and neighbors.
Hey, should we ask before we dig?
Now, some chose not to participate, and they simply moved out of their houses to join other country clubs. And some refused all attempts at contact, refusing to budge, refusing to cooperate, not even answering the door or returning phone calls. Good construction requires proper planning. Lacking professional equipment, the seniors would rely on invention and creativity. One such invention was the Survey-O-Mat. Make an accurate sight of the target and note the angles.
Mark, 180.
Those few with construction experience would direct others and rely on the attentiveness of their partners. Crew partners were always happy to help one another on even the most basic tasks. Meanwhile, arrangements were taking place on the other side of the golf course.
I don't know. All this is going on? Well, let me talk to Tom and find out what's going on. I'll call you back.
Once again, good managers know success requires harmony and
Tom,
agreement.
I just got off the phone. I just want to know what's going on.
Who are you talking to? Come on, you know what we need here is this place around here just needs some stuff. You know, what we got right now is just some trees and the golf course and the water. We need some stuff, you know, to lighten up this place. What do you think?
What do you want me to say?
Well, listen, haven't I always had good ideas about what's right for us?
Not really.
Now look, come over here and take a look at this. My vision is to get some stuff, okay, here. Right now all we have is greenery and trees and the water over there. We need some stuff to change this place, you know, to I mean, just brighten up Terry's place over there. And right now it's boring, you know.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I think, if anything, we ought to just send it over that direction to Terry's there.
And sometimes deals have to be made.
How you doing, Terry?
Hey, Tommy, how you
What's going on? Terry, I want to talk to you about a great idea that Barb and I have. You know, I'm thinking about this corner here that we're missing some stuff, you know, to leave a legacy for the club and our neighbors. Now, Barb really thinks it would be a great idea if it's over here close to your house instead of our house.
She does, huh?
And you know Barb, what kind of lady she is.
Oh, yeah, she's a straight shooter, absolutely.
And she said, Terry and Diane will love this idea, especially if it's over here close to your house.
Hey, hon, you know, Tommy and I were talking about that idea that he had, you know, putting the stuff, and me and Barb thought maybe it'd be a good idea to put the stuff over here by our house down on the 18th fairway.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Really? I mean, you know, it'll be kind of like a blockade there. Those people on the other side of the fairway, you know, how they're always looking over here, and Tommy's always watching our TV.
I don't know that I like it.
Listen.
Well, Diane Batch, come on down.
Terry said if this turns out to be a stupid idea, you get a new Corvette. Yes!
Really? You want it that bad? You think it would look that good, huh? Do I get to pick the color?
Sure. What color would you like?
Maybe yellow?
Velocity yellow.
Maybe.
Okay, good. It's a done deal.
Okay.
Deals in hand, they were on their way. Large upright poles were crucial, and many poles were required. The seniors did the best they could with what they could find along the road. One pole must have been about 100 feet long. Construction became such a major undertaking that one of the guys became concerned.
You think we're making too much out of this deal?
One even wondered if some dirt should be shoveled back into the hole. The work along 18 was coming along very nicely, and time was of the essence. Everybody paid attention to finishing this wonderful new legacy idea. And there were very few disagreements.
Your feather bedding.
This part of the legacy was beginning to look just about right. All the work on 18 was coming along beautifully too. And then, one day, as if by magic it seemed, there it was, right here at Four Bridges. The rich, natural beauty of the romantic Southwest. It was the world's first convertible country club. And it was ours, anytime the club had a few days to make the conversion. It's easy to see why we have one mighty proud group of senior golf volunteers.